With Chesapeake Bay gleaming in the distance, we are inside M&T Bank Stadium near the Inner Harbor in Baltimore, Maryland. Nothing like the fanfare of introductions to an NFL game, and that was in evidence a moment ago. Fireworks, pyrotechnics, you name it. This crowd is ready as their guys get set to match up between the Las Vegas Raiders and the Baltimore Ravens. And he'll be dropped at the 21-yard line, so bringing it out of the end zone proves not a good decision, loses him about 4 yards. First carry for the former Buckeye, J.K. Dobbins. And they'll get 8 out of this before being stopped at the 28.
That's a really nice job by them picking up the run blitz and detecting it and blocking it and turning it into a nice run. And a lot of times you think if you blitz a running play, you're going to smother it. But a lot of the blitzers, they come in a little bit high. They don't have great leverage, and they're easily blocked and turned to the side.
24 is the mic.
And some room to work. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. A gain of 13. It's a first down. Just a simple tap pass, but it pays off in a big way.
And sometimes the simple stuff causes the most problems for a defense because there's a breakdown in communication there. When that receiver goes behind the line of scrimmage and it looks like he's going in motion, someone either has to go with him or he has to be passed off to another defender. Somehow they didn't get that communicated well, and it turned into a nice play.
Second and 12, operating from the 39. Off the play fake to Dobbins, here's Jackson. And he finds a man on a crossing route. And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. 22 yards there, a first down.
The 39-yard line.
On the counter now, it's Dobbins. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. Second and right at a yard.
Someone's looking fresh, and his O-line is definitely licking their chops. Everyone likes to run block. If you're an offensive lineman, nice early burst, nice gain, too.
30-yard line.
On second down, a run with Dobbins. And he'll go down at the 28.
Second and 1 is often an invitation to take the big shot downfield. I bet the offensive lineman said, are you kidding? We just get on our backs, and let's go get the first down. They love being physical.
And that play is blown up, losing yardage back at the 35. Boy, that is a 7-yard loss. Second down now. Clock rolling as we hit the midway point of this first quarter.
Well, that's the big drawback to this play. Even if somehow the quarterback pitches it, he's not immune to the big hit. In this case, he kept it and absorbed it anyway.
They'll roll him out right. And that'll be complete to Dobbins. And he's going to have another first down as the tackle comes at the Raiders' 17-yard line. A big one there for the Ravens. It goes for 18. So from the 17 now, here's a first and 10. From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. Eluding the pressure right. He's going to take off with it. And he takes it inside the 10 to the 8 before he's out of bounds. He'll wind up getting 9 after tucking it and running, so it'll leave him with second and a yard. Ball at the 8 here for second and a yard, maybe a touch less.
Mike 54. Mike 54.
SOS.
Jackson on the give to Dobbins. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. He winds up giving a yard back there, and now it's 3rd and 2.
3rd down and 2.
So play number 10 now coming. It's been a long opening drive, but this is 3rd down.
I got it. Fofo's the mic. Mike Fofo. Yeah. Check 13. Check 2.
From the gun, Jackson. Got a man, it's caught for a Ravens touchdown. Devin Duvernay, his 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Ravens take it all the way down the field and score on the opening drive. And the Ravens lead at 7-0.
Kick is good. Makes the score Ravens 7, Raiders nothing.
Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. On the return, it's Tariq Cohen. The lane opens here. He's past the 30. And able to break this out all the way to the 38-yard line. Great return.
10 at their own 38-yard line.
A good starting spot for the Raiders as they come up 1st and 10 at their 38. And a 6-yard gain gets them right around the 43. The last run got 6. Now 2nd and 4. To throw Mariota. Rolling to his right. Oh, it's a screen pass. That's complete. They rolled out of the pocket right, and I think he wanted a little something more out of that play, obviously. Instead, he hit a safety back.
It looked like 2 well-coached teams there, even though there was no yardage gain, because the offensive guys, hey, they realized their quarterback was out of the pocket. All the receivers went to the right spots, tried to get in his sight line, tried to open themselves up. Just nowhere to go where they could gain yardage. How about the defensive guys, though?
And this will be caught at the 30. And he is going to have the Raiders' 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
A gain of
33 yards that time.
1st down, Las Vegas.
After 1-7-0 on EA Sports.
Ravens 7, Raiders nothing.
From the shotgun now, here's an inside give. And this time they were waiting for him as he'll be knocked down before he can get back to the line of scrimmage. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11. He's going to loft one deep over the middle. And this is going to be intercepted. Jalen Thompson picks it. And the return just out across the 15 to the 16-yard line. What a start defensively. Your offense goes out, gets the touchdown, and then you get the interception. Just perfect.
How about the discipline that they showed on defense? Because after the offense scored to go up 7-zip, you would think they might be a little extra aggressive trying to get back at them. Instead, they read their keys well. When they took the shot downfield, they were more than prepared for that one.
Jackson and the Ravens come up now 1st and 10 at their own 16. He'll start with a handoff to Dobbins. And not a whole lot to speak of there as they'll bring him down shy of the 20. Vic Beasley able to make the tackle.
Well, every now and then we have to let a cliche fly, partner. And in this case, what do they say in the NFL? Your best ability is often your availability. And this is an extremely durable kid coming out of Ohio State. Carried the ball every time they even thought about running it. Wore down defenses and able to break big runs late in games. J.K. Dobbins going to Baltimore, an absolute perfect fit.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. They'll run. It's Dobbins. And he puts his head down and gets up to the 42 for a gain of about 6.
But I think after that run, the defense is getting back in the huddle and looking at each other and maybe starting to question their confidence a bit. They gave up a significant run, 6 yards, and now you're saying to yourself, how do we stop them, and do I have enough confidence to make a play?
24 is the mic.
On second down and 4. Jackson flushed out right. That's complete to his running back, J.K. Dobbins. And he'll be taken down at the 46-yard line. 4 yards the pickup, first down.
That is definitely what we call our defense an uh-oh play. And what you mean by that is against Lamar Jackson, when you see him out of the pocket, your first thought is, uh-oh, he's going to try and run it. How do I get to him and get him on the ground? And guess what? That didn't happen, and his receivers took advantage.
Jackson from the shotgun. Escaping the pressure right. And now he's going to use his legs. And he's able to take it across midfield before going out of bounds. He'll get 5 out of the scramble. It's second down.
At the 48.
From the gun, it's Jackson. Flush to his right. And he fires one that's intercepted. Jonathan Abram picks it. If you combine last week and this week, he's got a hat trick going because he had 2 interceptions a week ago.
He's seeing the ball so well and understanding where receivers are and positioning. I mean, just watching him work with such great technique and paying it off by actually catching the ball when he has a chance, he's helping his team in a huge way.
It's a 6-yard pickup, and it gets him to second and 4.
It's a pickup of 6. Brings up second and 4.
Mariota to throw it. It comes, and he lost the football. Mariota had it jarred loose, and it's picked up by the Ravens. And his guys are going to get the football at the 28-yard line. On first and 10, it's Dobbins. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. No gain on the play. It'll be second down.
Second and 10. At the Raiders.
Sliding out of the pocket. He'll try and run it. And out of bounds right around the 20. He turned that into a nice gain. Gets him 8 yards closer for third down.
Okay, he's not going to get the first down, but this is still a nice job of buying some time and then running to get to the sideline and get out of bounds and avoid the big hit.
2 minutes on the clock, second quarter, 7-0 ball game. And we'll remind you that coming up at halftime, we'll join Jonathan Coachman and the gang in Orlando. Coach will have stats and scores from the early games going on here around the NFL. Got a man, and he hits him in stride. And he will have a Ravens first down as they get 5 there on 3rd and 2. Week 7 action, and we've got a 7-point game here in the second quarter. And this offense hoping to change that right here. Jackson into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off by the safety, Jarquiski Tart. He's at the 50. He's at the 30, the 20. And he takes this one back into the end zone, and the Raider defense delivers a score.
Austin Seibert.
That was a nice catch, and not by the guy you thought it was going to be. How about the defender turning into an offensive player as soon as the ball hits his hands, and off he goes, off to the races, and into the end zone.
Extra point by Seibert, up and good, and that is going to tie our game as we approach halftime. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. Taking it about the 1. And he brings us out past the 20 to the 24.
First and 10. At their own 24-yard line.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. And following the pick 6, and they have decent field position in throwing that pick 6. We'll see how they attack this drive.
And I think all you say to your guy.
Oh, and for the 3rd time, Jackson going to be intercepted. Jonathan Abram picks it, and they will set up shop at their own 46-yard line.
Well, there definitely was some juice on that pass. And while tight ends don't always have the same reputation for hands as wide receivers do, in this case, that ball was expected to be caught.
Good starting field position for them as they come up 1st and 10 at their own 46. And he'll lose yardage on the play back at the 45-yard line. They'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
Brings up 2nd and 11.
On 2nd and 11 now. Mariota into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Tavon Young. And he'll take this across midfield and inside the 45.
You can easily see the logic. It's a tie game. They just wanted to press it a little bit right before the half, hoping to get one more score.
They're easy to second-guess the result, but now you have to think after that interception, just a field goal, and they're behind at the break.
Yeah, I think at the half, the head coach just says, look, that's on me. I wanted to press it, but it's because I believe in you guys.
On first down, Dobbins. And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves them with 2 to go on second down. Now the Ravens going to use one of their timeouts, as they'll stop it with a little over 30 seconds to go in the first half of play. 8 yards the tally on that first down run. Here's 2nd and 2. Operating from the gun, Jackson. And he's going to be taken down. Pressure gets there back at the 39-yard line. The Ravens going to use the second of their timeouts, as they'll stop the clock with 26 seconds to go until halftime. The line to gain is the 33 on third down. So the offense a little antsy. The flag comes out and a 5-yard penalty. So the false start certainly doesn't help matters, as they'll try again now. 3rd and long.
44, Mike, 44. All day, pump. Check 99. Hey, Ozzy, check out.
From the gun, Jackson. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. LaMarcus Joyner with a pick. And a potential turning point as they'll get the football in very good field position late in this first half. The Raiders going to use one of their timeouts as they stop it with 19 seconds to go in half number 1. Following the interception here, Mariota. And he's got his man in stride, complete. And they will get the first down here as they move into field goal range as well, inside the 25. A good pickup there of 20 yards. First down, Mariota. Dancing to his left. He's going to let it go deep for the end zone. And this is caught. Touchdown, Raiders. Davante Adams in the final seconds of the first half. And the Raiders have taken the lead. And he's got it. It's now a 14-7 ball game.
Makes the score Raiders 14, Ravens 7. Austin Seibert set to kick off.
4 seconds, all that remain here this first half as the kick gets away. Very short kick. This will be taken by one of the up men. Oh, a nifty juke there.
Not much fun for a guy trying to tackle it.
So we've reached halftime with the visiting Raiders out in front. As we get you down the coast to Orlando for Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach.
Justin Tucker to kick off for Baltimore.
The Raiders with the lead already, and they will get the football here as the second half is now underway. Here's Cohen now to return. Now a crease here as he's past the 30. And they're going to start this drive in pretty good shape as they get it up past the 30.
At their own 32-yard line.
The Raider offense set to get this drive started. They have the lead now. They'll be looking for some separation here as we begin the third quarter.
I like the way you termed that, because now I think they go a little bit deeper into their playbook. They like what they did in the first half. That worked okay. But in order to get the separation that you just talked about, change things up a little bit. Change your tendencies, try and hit them a little bit more with some things they didn't see in the first half.
We'll see if they do just that. Oh, hit as he throws there, incomplete. Henry Ruggs, the intended receiver. And now it's third down.
They have to like what they've done defensively here at the outset of this drive. They forced a couple of incomplete passes, bring up a 3rd and 10. Don't be surprised to bring a little pressure on this snap.
An important play right here, 3rd and 10.
And I would expect pressure here.
On 3rd down, Mariota. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
Has to be a little bit of frustration there. Back-to-back incompletions. Receivers blanketed on both attempts, this time on 3rd down.
Here's A.J. Cole now. And surprisingly, this is the first punt of the game for either team. They only punted twice in the win last week as he gets this one away. And this is a beauty as that ball's going to angle out at the 6-yard line. And for an offense that is struggling, this is not where you want to start from. Great punt.
Fantastic punt. And for all those who wonder, what do punters do during the course of practice each and every day? The best ones do what we just saw there. Work on positioning the football and helping their team.
They'll buy some time right. And this one's incomplete.
Well, defensively, they haven't let him just sit in the pocket and get comfortable. And that's opposite a lot of game plans in today's NFL. Ordinarily, you're trying to keep the quarterback hemmed in. In this case, they brought the heat, and if he flushes out, they're fine with that. And they force another incompletion.
And they'll get him down up past the 15-yard line. 11 yards there, 1st down.
1st and 10 at the 17-yard line.
Operating from the gun, Jackson. They'll find Dobbins out of the backfield. And he'll get it up here this time to the 21. They'll contain him to just 4. 2nd down.
A gain of 4. It's now 2nd and 6 at the 21-yard line.
Dobbins going to take the handoff on the option. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down.
The tackle.
They'll say no gain on the play there, and now it'll be 3rd down.
On the play. Brings up 3rd down and 5.
Hey, you got 3, 3 down. 24's home.
From the gun, Jackson eluding the pressure right. He can run for it, and he will. And they'll get him down about 3 yards short of the 1st. The decision to tuck and run gets him 3, but that's not enough. Now it's 4th. Here's Sam Cook now, as he's on to punt for the first time this afternoon. He was only asked to punt once in the victory last week as he sends this one away. Officially just 27 yards there on the punt. And the Raiders will take over now 1st and 10.
At their own 44-yard line.
The Raider offense set to get this drive started. The crowd may be losing just a little bit of the edge after back-to-back punts.
They want some big plays. They want to see some offense. They want to see somebody break away, whether it's through the air or on the ground. Now it'll be interesting to see where the patience is on both sides. Each head coach, can you hang in there and not try and force something that could put your team in some jeopardy?
2nd and 5 after the 5-yard completion on 1st down. And across midfield he goes into Raven territory. After a gain of 5, they'll wind up being about a length of the football short here on 3rd down.
Brings up 3rd and inches.
Working out of the gun, Mariota. And he's going to be intercepted a 3rd time. Tyus Bowser with a pick. Past the 20. 10.
You gotta love it, baby. Give me some more.
Bring this back. It's a pick 6 and a Raven touchdown. And remember, this is the #1 defense in the National Football League. There's a good example of why.
Shows that they set an aggressive tone, not just stopping the run, not just getting after the quarterback, but the ball's in the air. They treat it like they're the receivers, and they went after that one and took it all the way.
Justin Tucker to kick off for Baltimore.
This one tied at 14 now as he sends this one away. Here's Cohen now to return. Oh, a good-looking return set up here. And he nearly broke that for more, but as it is, still a good return. They'll start the drive right around the 37.
At their own 37-yard line.
The Raider offense set to get this drive started. And last time, decent field position through the pick six. Obviously costly.
But they can't afford to just bunker in now. All right, good field position means go ahead and attack on offense. Try and press the advantage a little bit. They just have to be better with the football on this possession.
So the last one didn't bother you too much last time.
No, because it's exactly what you're supposed to do. You can't have good field position, not try to take advantage of it. Sometimes the defense makes a good play, too.
Third quarter, all tied up. This is 2nd and 10. Now a handoff here to his running back. He's got the first down and more past midfield.
Let's get that swagger,
He will
y'all.
score. Touchdown, Las Vegas. A great play there. His third touchdown now on the year. And the Raiders have moved out in front.
I guess when you look back on it, it was just a matter of time until he popped a big one like that. And, you know, at halftime, you and I discussed it. They had done a nice job on him in the first half. But there were a couple of occasions where it felt like he might wiggle out of traffic and take it to the house. Finally here in the second half, that got done.
That's fielded on the back line of the end zone. And not a good return here at all as they'll be forced to start at the 12-yard line.
Well, conventional football 101, tells us if you don't get it back to the 20-yard line on a kickoff return, that's a disappointment. But some of these teams, special teams coaches, with approval by the head coach, they give them full authority to go ahead and bring it out and try to be aggressive. Almost what we call the green light, red light theory. Green light means go, red light means stop. Looks like he had green on that play.
And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. No gain there as he kept it himself at 2nd down.
2nd and 10 at the 12-yard line.
This time Jackson will throw it. Open man is Duvernay. And able to get it across the 20 before they get to it. 11 yards there, first down.
This has to go down as one of the simpler routes in the playbook, but oh so effective. Nice completion there. Keeps the sticks moving.
They'll throw on first down with Jackson. They'll roll him out right. Looking for his running back, and he's got him. And he'll get to the 29-yard line, brought down there.
Just about every quarterback is trained to really look downfield first before you come back and make a nice, safe throw. And in this case, that's exactly what he did. Found his running back, let him create some space, and it turned out to be a nice play for the offense.
This pass complete. Jackson finding Andrews. And he takes this up to the 40-yard line before being corralled. 11 yards there, first down.
1st and 10 at the 40-yard line.
And this play will be blown up. He'll lose yardage back at the 38. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
It's a loss of 2. Brings up 2nd and 12 at the 38-yard line.
On 2nd and 12, Jackson. And that would not to be. It's incomplete. So they couldn't hook up as time has now run out on this third quarter of play. Back now in Baltimore. It's the Ravens with possession of the football, but trailing on the big board as we get set for the fourth. Play action. Now Jackson. That's taken in by Duvernay. And he will have a Ravens first down as they're able to get the third down conversion. Give them 22 there on the third down conversion. Throwing now, Jackson on first down. Looking left side, Andrews with it complete. And he's going to get this one down to the edge of the red zone. Chewing up big yardage. Another nice gain there. This one goes for 20.
First down. First and 10.
They'll run on first down. Dobbins. And this time they were ready for him as they'll stop him right at the line of scrimmage.
Brought down by Vic.
Call it no gain on the play, and it'll be second down.
Second and 10 at the 20-yard line.
24 is the mic.
Throwing on second down. Jackson. He gets this underneath to Dobbins. And he will be brought down at about the 6-yard line. The Raven passing game getting in sync. Another first down.
First and goal at the 6-yard line.
13.
Operating from the gun. Jackson. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
I think he's got to be careful not to force anything into coverage right there. There weren't really any throwing lanes. But the best part for him, he's got second and third down to fall back on.
2 of their 3 red zone trips so far they've come up empty on. They'll look to reverse that trend on second and goal. On second and goal. Jackson. And this is caught. Touchdown, Baltimore. From 6 yards away. And the Ravens are an extra point away from tying the football game. On those slants, everything happens so quickly. What makes it work?
The timing between the passer and the receiver. In this case, a slant route. Ordinarily, it's probably about 3 steps before you go on the slant. In this amount of time, I think it was a 2-step deal. Boom, put his foot in the ground and got inside for the pass.
Got inside for the pass, got inside for the catch and the score. A couple of teams locked into a good one here. 21 all the score as the kick's away. Here's Cohen now to return. Oh, a dangerous return man showing it here. And all in all, a pretty solid return. Nearly got it to the 35. They'll mark him down officially at the 34.
At their own 34-yard line.
The Raider offense set to get this drive started. Well, they just gave up the score to tie it. That's the bad news. The good news, plenty of time in this fourth quarter to try to grab that lead back. On first and 10, here's Mariota. His throw incomplete. Henry Ruggs, the intended receiver. And now it's second down. What a difference a week makes. Last week he hit on over 80% of his passes. This week he's down under 50%. What do you see as the difference?
Well, I think we're used to seeing a drop. If someone's over 80%, they're not going to hold that number. Not in this league. But a drop under 50%, that just tells me that the defense has spent a lot of extra time on game films. They came up with a really good plan to try and chip away this time.
Possibly a turning point. Big play coming. This is third and long. From the gun, Mariota. And he will be very close to a first down, but I see the closed fist of the referee, and that means fourth down. They'll get 11, but still a little short. Fourth down.
Fourth down.
Tie game, fourth quarter, and they're going for this thing on fourth down. Accepted, of course, and that moves him back 5.
ain't trying to deal with me. Okay, cool, you can sell that seat. I'm just hoping she don't fail. Cause when she do, I don't know what I'ma do. All that I heard that y'all was talking, it was comical. Pull up in your city for the evening, what you trying to do? Cause I'm open to it. I know that you missing, but you gon' get through it. I can help with it if you need that. Go and bring the beat back. I don't really listen to the feedback, nah. Told me that she good, she don't need Jack, nah. I'm real proud of the steps you took just to get to the place that you at today. I couldn't tell you to you straight, I gotta estimate. I wonder if I ought to go here with the pastor say. Now go ahead, get me out of here, I couldn't last a day. I got the city talking about me like a passed away. Automatic is a habit, you should know it's automated. I've been getting to it, I ain't noticed y'all was hating. Brand new chick, she don't know the occupation. I just wanna know that I can hold a conversation. Ooh, I don't know what y'all debating. I've been waiting for you, now I'm running out of patience. Running up a check, trying to run an operation. Went broke in the check and put 100 out of savings. I can tell now that you ain't talking about nothing. I'ma need something I can calm down from. I'm gonna pull it with the bar down one. 6 months in, I ain't once. Try and tell me what you know about me. You don't know nothing, keep it real with me. She said she ain't trying to deal with me. Okay, cool, you can sell that seat. Ooh, and she felt intrigued. Trying to duck the LMPD. Go and get your self-esteem. And she trying to link up.
They love their crab cakes and they love their football. That's what Maryland does. And we are at M&T Bank Stadium down near the inner harbor of Baltimore. The scene a few moments ago, here it is. It's unlike any other in sport as both teams made their way out of the tunnel. These folks are fired up as their guys are ready to do battle between the Las Vegas Raiders and the Baltimore Ravens. Getting toward the halfway point of the NFL season, Week 7 is underway on EA Sports. Jackson with a handoff to Dobbins on the option. And not much to speak of. Call it a 1-yard gain up to the 26. The last play got just a yard. Here's 2nd and 9 from the 26.
2nd and 9.
Flushed out right. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
Brandon, we saw these defenders flying to the football in their win last week, and nothing has changed. They're still moving around quickly and forcing incompletions.
So trouble already here on their opening drive. This is 3rd and 9. From the gun, Jackson. That's complete. It's Devin Duvernay. And he will have a Ravens first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. That's a 3rd down conversion of 24 yards there. Nice play.
1st and 10 at the 49-yard line.
They go play action now. Jackson. And he's going to go down. They sack him back at the 42. Markel Lee coming in hard there on the blitz, and he gets him 7 yards behind the line of scrimmage. Throwing on 2nd and long. Jackson. And he's going to find his man out of the backfield. That's complete. And he's going to have another first down as the tackle comes at the Raiders' 40. A big one there for the Ravens. It goes for 18. So here's a 1st and 10 now in Raider territory. Right at the 40. They'll wind up getting 4 down to the 36.
Ball carrier.
Well, the end of all that hitting and hollering, it was a 4-yard run, so the offense is going to go back there and feel pretty good about themselves. Defensively, you have to feel okay because you didn't let it turn into a bigger run, but the goal, shut it down for 2 yards or less. That's when you start to feel good about yourselves. I like the idea to mix it up from time to time because, let's face it, you can't be predictable. But the execution was a little lacking on this one, right? They might want to go back to the drawing board with that call.
On 3rd down, Jackson. He's going to loft one deep left side here. The Raider defense strong on that one in coverage, and now it's 4th.
Absolutely no disguise on that one. They just went for it. Put him out there and said, go deep. Let's try and hit him. Unfortunately, to no avail.
And on their first drive, the offense staying out there. They're going to go for it on fourth. They go play action with Jackson. He's got his man on the crossing route. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. Fourth down, no problem. 19 yards that time, but now it's 1st and 10. Jackson fakes the give and keeps it. And he is into the end zone for a Baltimore touchdown. Lamar Jackson, his 6th touchdown of the season. And the Ravens take it all the way down the field and score on the opening drive. Justin Tucker for the extra point. And the Ravens lead at 7-0.
Makes the score Ravens 7, Raiders nothing.
Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. Here's Cohen now to return. And able to take it past the 25 and up to the 28-yard line.
The Raiders take over 1st and 10 at their own 28-yard line.
Mariota and the Raiders now come up 1st and 10 at their own 28-yard line. And right away, he'll look to throw. Oh, he's going to take a shot right away. And got his man complete. And he's free going down the left side. It's a foot race. And he will score. Touchdown, Las Vegas. Henry Ruggs with touchdown number 12 on the year. And the Raiders, they're within an extra point of tying this thing up. Extra point by Seibert, up and good. And we are tied at 7.
Austin Seibert set to kick off.
Each team's had it. Each team has scored. 7-7 here as the kick's away. And he can't field it cleanly. It's loose. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped it to 23.
At their own 23-yard line.
The Baltimore offense at the line, set to get going. Good drive last time. Really effective passing the football. Do you maybe mix it up and now go to the ground game and surprise the defense a little bit?
I would anticipate the defense making some changes, but I wouldn't necessarily just absolutely go in the opposite direction. They're doing so well throwing the ball.
Yeah, why
I wouldn't change it up until they showed me a reason to do so.
They'll run for the first time with Mark Ingram. It'll be a gain of 2 on the play, but they'll remain a few inches short here with 3rd down looming.
And this is why aggressive defense coordinators love to blitz. It wreaks havoc because they end up taking their attention to the blitzers, freed up the D lineman to make the play.
And he won't be close to a first down as he runs into a wall right around the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play there, and it'll bring up 4th down.
Cook on to punt for the Ravens.
So on 4th down, here's Sam Cook to punt it away. Back deep, Tariq Cohen. And now a low liner. I think he mishit it. And a fair catch taken back near about the 35, 36-yard line. So possession goes over here on the punt. And the offense will take over with a new set of downs. The Raider offense set to get this drive started. And following that long touchdown pass, a one-play drive last time. Let's see if the defense, you know they're ready. They don't want that to happen again.
And you would have thought they would have been ready the last time. That's what you work on all the time. Make sure that no one gets behind you. That's the cardinal sin of defense, not giving up the long pass. They did. Let's see how they adjust.
3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7. Now Mariota. Buying time to his left. He'll run it. He's got the first down and more. And now look at this. Big gain, but a fumble. Mariota had an 87-yard run as a rookie. This one a bit less, but it is a first down. These two teams all tied after one.
With the score tied 7-7.
So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. From the shotgun, it's Mariota. Oh, he's going to let this go for the end zone. And that is caught. It's Ruggs. Touchdown, Vegas.
Mariota's pass complete.
Henry Ruggs with his 13th touchdown of the year and 2nd of the game. And the Raiders have taken the lead. Seibert on for the PAT.
Point after.
And he's got it. It's now a 14-7 ball game.
Makes the score Raiders 14, Ravens 7.
Following the touchdown, here's Seibert now to kick it off. Taking it about the 1. And they'll get him down inside the 30 at the 27.
The Ravens take over 1st and 10 at their own 27-yard line.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. That 7-0 lead of theirs short-lived as they've now given up 2 straight touchdowns to fall behind by 7.
Yeah, but no cause for discouragement here. Yeah, they've fallen behind, but haven't they proven that they can go down and score? So what was the formula that got them down there the first time? Get back to something close to that, and maybe they can get this game tied up.
7 brings up 2nd and 3.
Looking to throw again on 2nd down. Jackson, he's going to take off with it. And he'll be out of bounds after getting this one across the 40. Lamar Jackson, such a threat with those legs, able to improvise and get the first.
Offensively, they liked their situation, so they tried to take a shot downfield, but no one was open. So it was tuck it in run time, and he picks up a 1st down.
On 1st down, Dobbins. And he's going to bull his way forward to the 48. It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4.
And there we saw one of the downsides of blitzing during a rundown, because sometimes you get out of your gaps. You don't fit the run quite as well because you're headed towards the ball carrier with abandon.
From just shy of midfield, Jackson. Oh, hit as he throws there, incomplete.
You can tell they wanted to get that ball downfield, but they had nothing working in the secondary, so he dropped it off to the running back. That one ended up incomplete.
The Ravens on 3rd down. Just 1 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 4. Operating from the gun, Jackson. Over the middle, complete. It's Andrews. And he will have a Ravens 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. Jackson to Andrews on that one. 1st down, Baltimore.
1st and 10 at the 41-yard line.
An option handoff here to Dobbins. And he works it past the 30, almost to the 25. Back-to-back nice gains. That one for 14 yards and another 1st.
I can certainly tell my age, partner, because when I was a kid, running backs like J.K. Dobbins with over 2,000 yards in their final season in college, they went early in the draft. Instead,
and he's going to be taken down back around the 35-yard line. Markel Lee able to get in there for his 2nd sack of the afternoon. So 2nd and long, and got to be careful not to fall out of field goal range. Another try after the 1st down sack. Jackson, space to run past the 20. Looking left sideline, it's complete. And all the way in for a Ravens touchdown. And on that one, able to catch it, also able to have the wherewithal to take it in for the score.
And how about the phases of a successful catch and a completion of a play? Look the ball in, secure the catch, and then, of course, the run after the catch that ends up in the end zone.
And we've got a good one brewing. We're all knotted up at 14.
Ties the game at 14. Justin Tucker to kick off for Baltimore.
This one tied at 14 now as he sends this one away. Here's Cohen now to return. A good return up past the 30.
Tariq Cohen on the return. The Raiders take over 1st and 10 at their own 34-yard line.
The Raider offense set to get this drive started. These two teams trading touchdowns here in what has been a back-and-forth first half.
And ordinarily, we're trying to figure out how to break out of a stalemate. Here, you're trying to figure out if you can slow someone down while continuing your breakneck pace on offense. I know one thing. The people in the crowd, they're getting their money's worth right now.
And the fantasy owners like it.
Oh, without a doubt. They're just tallying them up, aren't they?
They're watching this game. Mariota now from the 50. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up 2nd down.
Well, with a dime look on defense, 2 extra defensive backs on the field and covered up essentially every blade of grass. That allowed them to disrupt the play.
So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10. Hands it off out of the gun. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. It'll go as a loss of a yard, so now they deal with 3rd and 11.
Sometimes being a linebacker in the middle of the field is kind of like being a doctor on the field. You got to make the right diagnosis. Here he correctly sets his run and shoots through to make the play in the backfield.
The attempt on the dive, and he has it. What a catch. 1:58 left to play till we hit halftime. A reminder, once we hit halftime, as we do all season, we'll send it down to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. He'll have all the stats and scores from games in progress around the NFL.
The best multitasker in the business, the coach.
Escaping the pressure right. That is incomplete.
They've given up a few first downs on this drive, but getting the incompletion there, that should give them something to build on and maybe turn the tide.
Play action now. Mariota. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off by Tavon Young. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. Before we came up to the booth, last thing he said as we were walking off the field, want to play mistake-free football. Well, that just went out the window there with a pick.
Andy, do you remember what you said to me when we were walking up to the booth after he said that? You're like, oh, fatal last words. Every time we hear that, things tend to fall apart a little bit. Now,
oh, this is taken in. It's complete. And all the way out to the 49. A big play that time for the Ravens. 42 yards. The big play has them all the way out near midfield for a 1st and 10. From the gun, Jackson into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Jonathan Abram picks it. And he takes this one back into the end zone, and the Raider defense delivers a score.
Well, it certainly looked to me like he tapped into the quarterback's thought process there. And what I'm hearing more and more when I go around the league, defenders sitting in on quarterback meetings trying to learn more about how they think so they can be in the right position to be in the right spot. As he was there to pick that one off and take it all the way back for a touchdown.
Extra point by Seibert, up and good. And the lead is now 21-14.
Austin Seibert set to kick off.
So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick six. And now the kick is away. And he'll be out of bounds across the 25.
The Ravens take over 1st and 10 at their own 28-yard line.
The Baltimore offense at the line, set to get going. And what do you think goes on here in this situation? If you got the football, you're trailing, you're back in your own territory with just a little time. Do you try something?
You're thinking about jump-starting your team, right? You just mentioned it. They're down. They're trying to get back into the game. But you got to figure If something goes wrong, you may have put yourself in a spot where you may not be able to come back in the second half. Managing risk, this is a big decision here.
At the 45.
A big play to start him out. Has him at the 45 already. From the gun, Jackson. And the coverage terrific there as that's knocked down and incomplete.
Quarterbacks work all the time on manipulating the defense with their eyes and their head movement. In this case, he just stared the receiver down. That allowed for excellent coverage, able to knock that one away.
And a diving grab. I think he got that, yes. Now the Ravens going to use one of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 40 seconds remaining in this first half. Now Jackson on first down. And he's got his man on the out route. And he'll be out of bounds just inside the 25-yard line. You know, Lamar Jackson last season, the first NFL quarterback with 3,000 or more passing yards and 1,000 or more rushing yards in the same season.
And we see both of those talents on display here today. We just saw another completed pass. And everyone knew coming out of college he could run the ball. But for some reason, we didn't analyze it throwing the way we should have. And I think every time he completes a pass, he says to himself, take that, evaluators. You guys really missed the boat on me.
And he will find his man on the outside. And he'll be out of bounds as he gets this down about the 21 or 22. And the Raiders call on a nickel set for third down. And Jackson throwing once more. Oh, they would have gotten the conversion if he could hold on. Instead, the drop means it'll be fourth down.
Incomplete.
We've already seen him catch a few passes out of the backfield in the first half, unable to connect on that one.
Certainly seems like getting him the ball out of the passing game, though, is part of their game plan.
It certainly is because he catches it well, creates a mismatch. You're going to cover him with a linebacker, a corner, a safety. They feel like he can win every battle.
They're going on fourth down. It's Jackson. And oh, look at that. A diving catch. The Ravens going to use the second of their timeouts as they'll stop the clock with 26 seconds to go until halftime. A chance now to get even before the break as they come up first and goal. To throw again is Jackson. To the end zone, but it's incomplete.
From the snap, he certainly looked like he knew where he wanted to go with the ball, but surprise, that guy was covered. So that took his attention elsewhere to no avail.
Jackson will throw again. Got a man, it's caught. For a Ravens touchdown. From 4 yards out. And the Ravens are an extra point away from tying the football game.
I don't think it's any state secret to know what they were saying before the start of this drive. Let's go and punch one in the end zone and go into the halftime feeling a heck of a lot better about ourselves. Let's go get this done.
Yeah, tie things up, and then you got a brand new ball game. Tucker able to connect on the extra point. And that is going to tie our game as we approach halftime.
Justin Tucker to kick off for Baltimore.
A couple of teams locked into a good one here. 21 all the score as the kick's away. Here's Cohen now to return. And he nearly broke that for more, but as it is, still a good return. They'll start the drive right around the 37.
At their own 37-yard line.
The Raider offense set to get this drive started. They'll need to regroup after the costly interception last time. It led to a tying touchdown. 21 all is where we stand, and they've got it first and 10. And that'll be incomplete with 11 seconds remaining now.
Intended for Jamal Agnew. Incomplete. Marlon Humphrey on the coverage.
line of scrimmage. Again, the 37 as they line up 2nd and 10. Mariota to throw it. And he's got the hook up to Ruggs. And he is out of bounds inside the 35. That one covers 29 yards. First down.
29 yards. And a Las Vegas first down.
So even though it's first down, here's the field goal unit on now to try to get 3 before halftime. And now we'll get a late timeout as it comes in the waning moments of quarter number 2. Austin Seibert sets up for the field goal try. On the left hash, officially it's called a 51-yard attempt. And this one looks good. It is good. Right down the pipe. But hang on, a flag is down. Now, if it's on the defense, they might decline it and take the points.
Seibert set to kick off.
So barring a touchback, this likely the final act of the half as the kick is away. Short kick. One of the up middle take it now. So we've reached halftime in a wild first half. We'll take a minute to catch our breath as we'll send you down to Orlando and we check in with Jonathan Coachman for our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach. Both these offenses have been in fine form. What will the second half bring us as we are underway in quarter 3? And they're going to start this drive in pretty good shape as they get it up past the 30.
The Raiders take over 1st and 10 at their own 33-yard line.
The Raider offense set to get this drive started. And both of these defenses have been stifling these last few drives offensively. Just not able to get anything going. So what needs to change?
I think a lot of the guys will go back and review, so to speak, because everyone has someone assigned to how did each play work. Okay, what did we use that kind of worked for us during this game? Try and get back to some of those plays, as well as the possibility of showing something you haven't shown already in this game and trying to change things up.
We'll see if they take the advice of Mr. Davis. A good run, got 7 on first. Here's 2nd and 3.
The 47-yard line.
Play fake, Mariota. And that one goes incomplete. He's maybe lucky it wasn't a fumble as he got hit as he threw it.
A lot of times it's that first read that you had. Maybe you get it in pre-snap, and he locked in on his target, but he was covered quite well, and that one's incomplete.
The heavy set out there. 3 tight ends in the formation for 3rd and 3. And Adams has it complete. And he is going to have the Raiders first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. He was held without a catch in the first half, but he's got one here, and he also picks up a first down. And he'll give it here to his running back. And a solid run down inside the 30.
The running back.
8 yards on the pickup, and now they'll have some options on 2nd and short.
That was a good run, and it got to the 2nd level. And what I mean by that is that's where the linebackers usually play. First level being the defensive front, last level being the secondary. But the strong safety position end up making the tackle, and oftentimes we call them a hybrid. Combination defensive back, combination linebacker. We saw the linebacker make the stop.
They call that a loss of 6 yards. And it's 3rd down now. To throw is Mariota. And the throw there going to be incomplete.
Coverage was awfully tight there on 3rd down. They actually closed off all the passing lanes, forcing the incompletion and bringing up 4th down.
So out comes the field goal team now for the 2nd time here today. From the left hash, this will be a 52-yard attempt. And this is off the left upright. And it comes back. It's no good. And this score will stay right where it is. So distance not the issue there. He had plenty of leg to get it there. It's that darn upright getting in the way.
Always gets in the way of a good time, doesn't it? Because he hit it square, too. Sometimes you can bank one in if you get it on the end of the football. No such luck there for him.
Officially no gain on the play, and it's second down.
A good action to this point in the third quarter. Just a 3-point game. 2nd and 10. Jackson from the shotgun. Oh, did he hang on to it? He did on the dime. Nice grab.
I know you don't get anything extra for degree of difficulty, but maybe you should. He's done absolutely everything in this game today, including laying out for that one.
They'll try to run for the first with Ingram. Well, this is going to depend on the spot, but it's not a very generous one. He looks to be about a yard or so short. He needed 2, he got 1, and that's going to leave him with 4th down and a yard.
Brings up 4th down and 1.
John Harbaugh going to roll the dice. They're going for it on 4th down. From the gun, it's Jackson. And my goodness, this is incomplete. Boy, it looked like he had it and dropped it. And this defense will take over right near midfield at the 49-yard line.
Mariota and the Raiders now come up 1st and 10.
Just shy of midfield at the 49. Here's a run on 1st down that won't even get back to the line of scrimmage. He will lose a yard. 2nd and 11.
When a draw works, it can be a thing of beauty. But when it doesn't, oh, it can be ugly. And in this case, loss of yardage ugly.
A loss of a yard there to start out. That leads to a 2nd and 11. Throwing, Mariota. Caught on the right side by Adams. And he takes this one down almost all the way to the 30. Last play they got stuffed at the line. Different story here, over 20 yards.
And a Raider 1st down.
Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. On play action, Mariota. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's 2nd down.
He did a fine job there of not hitting him before the ball arrived, and I've got to tell you, you can often mistime that play because of the angles of approach. When you're going to get him, sometimes you panic as well and think, I've got to be there right now. Instead,
it comes, and he lost the football. Mariota had it jarred loose, and it's picked up by the Ravens. We know he's got the speed to get downfield, Charles, but there's the negative side. A little loose with the football that time.
And that's normal, especially when you have his type of talents, because you feel like you're into the open field, and maybe you don't feel the people who are around you or closing in. All quarterbacks have to do extra ball security drills with the way the game's played now, because defenses, they attack the football as much as they attack the runner.
Final minute now of the third quarter. Now on 2nd and 13. Jackson. Into a double team, and it's intercepted. LaMarcus Joyner with a pick. And he takes this one back into the end zone, and the Raider defense delivers a score.
Austin
Make it back-to-back weeks now with a pick 6 for... Oh, and now they're going to fake it. That is caught inside the 5. And he'll get into the end zone as the 2-point conversion is successful.
Set to kick off.
So they throw the pick 6. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive.
The drive will commence with a run by J.K. Dobbins.
And he's able to get this one up to his 30 before he's out of bounds. 5 yards is the tally on first down. That brings up 2nd and 5.
Brings up 2nd and 5.
They snap it at 1. Now it's Jackson. Oh, and for the 3rd time, Jackson going to be intercepted.
Lamarcus Joyner with a pick. And he'll bring this one back to the 29. He's at it again, Charles. He had the pick 6 last week. Not a pick 6 here, but an interception.
It's another Oski, because that's the word we use when we intercept a pass. Oski tells your team to rally around and block for you. Well, that worked really well last week because he had made it all the way to the end zone. This week he got the Oski, maybe not a touchdown, but boy, he's playing really well.
2 yards the gain on the keeper, and it's 2nd down.
2 yards on the pickup.
3 quarters in the books. This is the National Football League on EA Sports. Back now in Baltimore. It's the Raiders with the lead and the football here as we get ready to start quarter number 4. A handoff as they run the counter play. Give him 3 yards, and now they're left needing a conversion here on 3rd and 6. Got to figure now, after getting that turnover, they're just going to be happy to keep the ball on the ground, right?
This is where covering the football, taking care of the ball, all the ball security terms that have ever been used, they come into play for the guys on offense right now. Just take care of it, and they've got a good chance of ending up winning this game.
Not at all what they envisioned on 3rd down. 3 yards in the wrong direction.
An interesting and intriguing decision there defensively because they kept extra DBs on the field despite seeing the multiple tight end look that came out for the offense.
I thought they were going to switch out of it. I didn't know if they felt they didn't have time or what the case was.
Well, in any event, the extra speed allowed for great penetration as they stuffed that one behind the line of scrimmage.
So they settle for just the 3, but clearly right now anything helps trying to salt this one away in the 4th.
Without a doubt, obviously a touchdown probably would have been the final nail to finish this thing off, but it's still ate up time, got points. So while it's not mission accomplished, it's darn close.
1st and 10 at their own 23-yard line.
The Baltimore offense at the line, set to get going. They're sort of seeing themselves spiral out of control. Let's see if they can get things back on track.
And this is where the coach is walking that line of being calm and really being firm with his team. Had one tell me once, when we were having a tough patch, this too shall pass, this too shall pass. And finally we kept having a rough patch. He said, but you got to do something to make it pass. And that's what they have to do. They've got to get some control back, get themselves reasserted, and calm things down.
See if they can get calm and reassert themselves here.
J.K. Dobbins, the one he was looking for.
But now it'll be 3rd down.
It certainly didn't appear that that's where he wanted to go with the ball initially, so he tried to get something out of it by dumping it off to his running back unsuccessfully.
Jackson to throw on 3rd down. And that is incomplete.
How about some applause for the defense there? They forced him to throw that one into coverage, and just like that, they're staring at a 4th down. Well done.
And they're indeed going to go for it here on 4th down. So trailing here in the last quarter. Let's see how this plays out. Here we go. It's Jackson on 4th down. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. He's picked off near his own 48, and he's able to get it back here to the 43-yard line. Both defenses have had their struggles, but they've been good enough to get them this lead, and another nice play there to help preserve the lead.
It's been a game of punch, counter punch, hasn't it? All throughout. But this time, the big swing was taken, and it didn't land. Nice play by them on defense.
Go, go, go.
They'll
They'll start out here with a jet sweep. And he got blown up. Losing yardage on the play back at the 44. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11. After the loss to start out, here's 2nd and 11.
44-yard line.
They'll try to run some clock here as they keep it on the ground. And he'll be brought down at about the 42. Now the Ravens going to use one of their timeouts. It's just their first. They'll be down to 2 remaining as we step aside here in the 4th quarter. The Raiders on 3rd down. They've hit 2 for 4 thus far. This is 3rd and 10. Working out of the gun, Mariota. Pressure, and he's going to be taken down. They sack him back right around the 44. Marching in for the sack, Matthew Judah. Tell you what, he did not have much time there to scan the field before he was ducking and covering.
Did it appear to you, as it did to me, that the defense in front won their play really quickly? Meaning the guys in front of them had almost no chance to block them. They were on him in a hurry.
Take over 1st and 10 at their own 17-yard line.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. Their defense was able to force the punt. That's the good news, but this is still a 2-score. And he's taken down. Back at his own 7.
Well, so much for setting the tone of the drive offensively. Giving up a big sack that loses that kind of yardage, not a great start.
After the sack on 1st down, Jackson flush to his right. Pressure gets to him, and down he goes. Back at the 4-yard line. Max Crosby, he's the one that drops him this go-around. And that pass rush getting strong here. Back-to-back sacks. Jackson now down around his goal line. Open man is the tight end, Nick Boyle. And he will have a Ravens 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. So it's Raven football here as we welcome you back. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's 2nd down.
I remember a coach telling me a long time ago the difference between playing corner and safety in the NFL. Corner is like the Autobahn. Everybody just flying by, and these corners have been really busy in this game, although they got it done on the last play.
On the last play, yes, but there have been some good numbers put up against them offensively.
Intended for Mark Andrews.
And boy, that one drops incomplete, but if he was hit a fraction sooner, it may have been a fumble. Jackson now on 3rd down, and that will be incomplete.
This defense was definitely alert to the possibility of the deep ball, and they were more than ready for it.
They've got the lead, 4th quarter. Maybe can expect more passes like that downfield. They'll try and throw for it with Jackson. And no, it's incomplete. They had to go for it with such little time remaining. And the Raiders with the football now in excellent field position. Gonna give this time to the tailback. He'll get the 1st down and more inside the 20. And he will score. Touchdown, Las Vegas. A great effort there. His 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Raiders add 6 to their lead. And the lead now to 3 touchdowns at 21 points.